Good evening and welcome to tonight's special report. In a stunning development, former President Donald Trump has been found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records in his hush money trial. This verdict marks a significant moment in American legal and political history. Let's dive into the details of the case, the courtroom events, and the potential implications of this verdict. After nearly 12 hours of deliberation over 2 days, the jury reached a unanimous verdict late Thursday. Donald Trump has been convicted on all 34 felony counts related to falsifying business records. These charges stem from 11 invoices, 12 vouchers, and 11 checks that were part of Trump's reimbursement payments to his former lawyer, Michael Cohen. Cohen had fronted the $100 payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels to keep her quiet about an alleged affair with Trump. Judge Juan Merchan announced the verdict just before 4:30 p.m., a time when many expected the jury to resume deliberations the next day. This sudden development took everyone by surprise. Trump, who had been relatively relaxed earlier, stood stone-faced as the verdict was read. His attorney, Todd Blanche, immediately moved for an acquittal, but Judge Merchan denied the motion. The sentencing date has been set for July 11th, just days before the Republican National Convention. Trump's reaction. Following the verdict, Trump showed visible signs of distress, grabbing his son Eric's hand and shaking it rapidly. Outside the courtroom, he addressed the media, calling the trial a disgrace and a rigged trial. He maintained his innocence, claiming, "We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man." Trump, the presumptive Republican nominee for the 2024 election, declared that the real verdict would come from the voters on November 5th. Fact check. In his statements, Trump blamed the Biden administration for the prosecution. However, there is no evidence supporting this claim. The case was brought by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, a locally elected official who does not report to the federal government. The indictment was approved by a grand jury of ordinary citizens, independent of federal influence. While Trump has pointed to Matthew Colongello's involvement, there's no evidence linking Colongello's move to Bragg's office to the Biden administration. Political reactions. The guilty verdict has sparked strong reactions from Trump's allies. House Republican Conference Chair Elise Stefanik decried the verdict as evidence of a corrupt and rigged system under President Joe Biden. She urged renewed efforts to ensure Trump's victory in the 2024 election. Similarly, House Majority Leader Steve Scalise called the verdict corrupt, partisan, and vicious. Texas Governor Greg Abbott also labeled the trial a sham. Market impact. The verdict had an immediate impact on Trump's business interests. Shares of Trump Media and Technology Group, the owner of Truth Social, -1 by 9% in after-hours trading. Despite the decline, Trump's significant stake in the company remains valuable. Analysts have pointed out that Truth Social continues to struggle in the competitive social media market and generates minimal revenue. Legal analysis. CNN legal analyst Ellie Honig noted that the felony charges Trump was convicted of are Class E, the least serious felony category in New York. This means there's a significant chance that Trump might not serve prison time, as between 70% and 90% of such convictions result in non-prison sentences. Judge Merchan will take into account various factors, such as the severity of the offense and Trump's status as a first-time offender. If a prison sentence is imposed, Trump is likely to receive bail pending appeal, potentially delaying any jail time until after the 2024 election. President Biden's statement. President Joe Biden responded to the verdict by emphasizing the importance of the electoral process. He stated there's only one way to keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office, at the ballot box. This underscores the political dimension of the ongoing legal and electoral battles.